Namaskaram. Welcome back to the Swayam Muk Telugu language learning series. I am Dupukuntla Ramesh Bhushan, your instructor and presenter of this lesson. I am thrilled to continue our journey into the dynamic world of the Telugu language. In our previous lesson, we laid the foundation on the mechanics of identity by exploring the personal pronouns and formation of possessive forms that allow us to identify who we are and what we own. But today, we take those mechanics and apply them to the Telugu kinship terms. In this module, we are not just learning words, we are learning the social architecture of the Telugu people. To understand the difference between Telugu and English, consider this. In English, you might call a child you and a prime minister you. But in Telugu, the word you choose defines your upbringing, your respect, your place in the community, your culture and cultural intelligence. By the end of this session, you will navigate a Telugu household with the confidence of a native speaker, knowing exactly how to bridge the gap between grammar and etiquette. At this point, we need to consider an important aspect. In Telugu culture, kinship is not just about biological ties. It serves as a linguistic map of our core social values. While English uses broad terms like aunt or uncle, Telugu provides a precise identity for every relative. Today, we explore the Telugu kinship system, which categorizes the word into parallel blood and cross marriage relatives, and how our language reflects the history of the joint family system. Before we dive into the topic, we must understand the underlying philosophy. In Telugu, language is a social contract that regulates communication within society. We do not speak merely to exchange facts, we speak to establish our place within a social hierarchy. Every time you open your mouth, you are making a choice about how much respect or gauravam to give the person in front of you. We are doing more than memorizing words, we are learning the etiquette of speech. To understand the family tree, we must first master the tools we use to address and describe them. Let's once again look at how personal pronouns and possessive forms merge into a single matrix of respect, which we learned in the previous lesson, part 1. With this foundation in mind, let's look at the actual forms we use. Let's enter to the topic, personal pronouns and possessive forms. With the philosophical foundation established, we shall now analyze the linguistic forms that structure these relationships, starting with the second person forms. In Telugu, pronouns are the foundation of respect or gauravam. When we move from identifying a person to identifying our relationship with them, the pronoun shrinks into its possessive form. Notice the oval shift on your screen. Let's look at the second person, the word for you. The second person addressing others. The word for you depends entirely on your position on the respect ladder. Nuvu becomes ni, informal, you and your, used for children, younger siblings or close friends. Miru becomes me, formal, you and your, used for elders, strangers or anyone deserving respect. Now, let us look at the first person plural. The first person plural, clusivity. Telugu features a unique linguistic intelligence called clusivity. How you say we or our depends on who is included in the circle. Mem becomes ma, exclusive we and our means us but not you. Use this for family secrets or group identity that excludes the listener. Manam becomes mana, inclusive we and our means all of us including you. This is the language of solidarity and community. Now look at the screen, you see two words for we. This is where many students stumble. Telugu uses mem when you are excluding the listener. Think of it as a family secret. We know it, but you don't. On the other hand, manam is the inclusive we. It is the word of solidarity and community. If you use mem when you should use manam, you are effectively pushing the listener out of your social circle. This distinction is the feature of Telugu linguistic intelligence. While grammatically it is a simple contraction, example, nenu become na. There is a deep cultural nuance here. We rarely use the singular my, na, my for family members. Saying my father sounds isolated. Instead, we use the collective ma nannagaru, our father. I am acknowledging that I belong to a collective family unit. It is a humble way of speaking that prioritizes the family over the individual. Now that we know how to address you, your, and we, our, let's map the family circle itself. The Telugu kinship terms. We shall now turn to an examination of Telugu kinship terminology. I assume you are all anticipating the next session. Once we know how to address you and we can begin to map the specific titles of the people within our family circle. This is perhaps the most unique part of our lesson. In the West, a cousin is a cousin. But in the Telugu heartland, we bifurcate our relatives. Your father's brother is a parallel relative. Socially, he is a second father to you. Therefore, his children cannot be cousins. They are your brothers and sisters. However, your father's sister represents a cross line. Her children are your minor relatives or your potential in-laws. This structure ensures that family wealth and bonds stay tightly knit through generations. I would like to explain one additional important point. In Telugu, a cousin is either a sibling or an in-law. We divide the family into parallel and cross. First, let's look at parallel relatives. Parallel relatives, siblings. Your father has a brother, his children are your siblings. So, in this situation, we refer to them as Annaya, elder brother, Tammudu, younger brother, Akka, elder sister, Chelli, younger sister. On the other hand, we have cross relatives. Cross relatives are your potential in-laws. If your father has a sister, her children are your minor relatives. They are not siblings, they are cross cousins. Example, Mena Baba, elder male cross cousin, Mena Maradalu, female cross cousin. In Telugu, seniority dictates the term. We don't just have brothers, we have Anna and Tammudu, younger one. This extends to our parents' siblings. Your father's elder brother is Peddanana, literally big father, reflecting the giant family structure where he holds a parental role. Notice the difference between terms of address, what you call them Amma and reference how you describe them to others. Example, ma amma, my mother. As we look at the screen, you will see the full architecture of the Telugu family. Let's break these down into 6 logical groups so you can understand the why behind each term. Let's see the following widely used core kinship terms. Core nuclear family, consanguineal. This is your immediate circle, your blood relatives. Note that while Tandri, Talli are formal terms used in reference, Nana and Amma are the universal terms of affection and address. For example, in this group, Tandri or Nana, father, Talli or Amma, mother, Koduku or Kumarudu, son, Kuturu or Kumarte, daughter. Anna, elder brother, Akka, elder sister, Tammudu, younger brother, Chelli or Chellelu, younger sister. Now we are entering into the another group of family terms, paternal extended family that exists with parallel and cross relatives. Here we see the logic of the second father. Because your father's brother is a parallel relative, he is a version of Nana or Peddananna or Chinnanna. However, your father's sister is a cross relative, hence she is Attaya. Now we will see the terms in this group. Peddananna, father's elder brother, a parallel uncle. Chinnanna or Babai, father's younger brother, is a parallel uncle. Menatta or Attaya, father's sister, she is a cross aunt. Mamaya, husband of father's sister. Peddamma, wife of father's elder brother. Pinni, wife of father's younger brother. Now we are entering into the third group, maternal extended family with parallel and cross relatives. Similarly, your mother's sister is a second mother, Peddamma or Pinni, but her brother is a cross relative, the vital Menamama. Menamama, mother's brother, cross uncle. Atta or Attamma, wife of mother's brother. Peddamma, mother's elder sister, parallel aunt. Chinnamma or Pinni, mother's younger sister, parallel aunt. Ayya or Peddaya, husband of mother's elder sister. Babai, husband of mother's younger sister. And now we are entering into the fourth group, the Mena cross cousin category. This group represents the alliance line. These relatives are the children of your Mamaya or Attaya. In our Telugu culture, these are traditionally the people who connect different families through marriage. The words Menabava, mother's brother's son or father's sister's son, older than ego, that is you. Menamaradalu, mother's brother's daughter or father's sister's daughter, younger than ego, that is you. Menalludu, nephew, specifically sister's son for a male, brother's son for a female. Menakodalu, niece, specifically sister's daughter for a male, brother's daughter for a female. Now we are entering into the fifth group, affinal, in-laws and spousal terms. When you marry, you enter the affinal circle. Notice the addition of the honorific garu for your parents-in-law. It is mandatory for showing respect to your new family. The vocabulary bharta or mogudu, husband, bharya or pellam, wife, mamagaru, father-in-law, attagaru, mother-in-law, alludu, son-in-law, కోడలు, daughter-in-law, తోటి కోడలు, co-sister, husband's brother's wife, తోడల్లుడు, co-brother, wife's sister's husband. Now we are entering into the final group of terminology, sixth group, grandparents and beyond. Finally, the roots of the tree, Telugu distinguishes between your paternal and maternal grandmothers. Nanamma versus Ammamma. Though the grandfather is usually called Tataya for both sides. Vocabulary Tata or Tataya, grandfather, both maternal and paternal. Nanamma, paternal grandmother, father's mother. Ammamma, maternal grandmother, mother's mother. Muttata, great grandfather. Manavadu, grandson. Manavaralu, granddaughter. To use these kinship terms effectively, we must combine them with the possessive forms we mastered previously. Practical conversation. Enough with the theory. Let's see how this actually works in a real world conversation. Imagine Ravi is visiting his aunt Sita. Let us see this in a step-by-step conversation. Ravi, Namaskaram Attaya garu. Greetings aunt. మీరు ఎలా ఉన్నారు? How are you? Formal. Aunt Sita responding, బాగున్నాను రవి. మీ అమ్మ మీ నాన్న రాలేదా? I am well Ravi. Did your mother and father not come? రవి, లేదు, మా నాన్నగారు రేపు వస్తారు. No, our father will come tomorrow. Here notice Ravi said ma, our, not na, my, and also used garu, honorific marker, along with father. In Telugu, we use the collective our to show family unity. Ravi, మనం అందరం కలిసి పెళ్ళికి వెళ్ళాలి కదా? We all should go to the wedding together, right? Aunt Sita, అవును, నీ తమ్ముడు కూడా వస్తాడు. Yes, your younger brother is also coming. Let's analyze the interaction you just saw. When Ravi greeted his aunt, he did not just say hi. He used Meru and honorific marker Garu. Why? Because in Telugu culture, age is the primary currency of respect. Even if you are a high-ranking official, you address your elder aunt or any elder with these honorifics. Notice how the aunt responds. She uses the informal ni for Ravi because she is the elder. This linguistic ladder keeps our social interactions smooth and respectful. Now we are entering to the summary of the lesson. We have successfully linked the mechanics of identity to the Telugu social map by understanding that pronouns are social coordinates and kinship is a grid of respect. You can now navigate a Telugu household with dignity. You have learned that in Telugu, speech is an act of honoring the others. The grammar we learned today, the clusivity of we and the parallel cross logic of family is what makes you sound like a member of the community rather than just a student of a language. Practice these shifts and you will find that Telugu people will welcome you with open arms. We have covered a great distance today. Remember these 3 golden rules. First, the Garu rule. Always add Garu to an elder. Second, the clusivity rule. Use manam to include, mem to exclude. The third one, the kinship rule. Map your relatives as parallel siblings or cross mena. I hope this module has opened the doors to the Telugu heart for you. Until then, ధన్యవాదాలు.